I had just made another video and I was getting ready to finish, but then I thought of something else that I wanted to talk about. And that is, speaking from experience, I know how hard it has been in my life to find the motivation to carry on. There's been times in my life where I felt so low that I didn't know how I'd make it through the rest of the day and the things that I had to do, let alone all of the things that I wanted to accomplish in my future, my goals. And I felt so overwhelmed. And some of those things at that time that I wanted to overcome was I wanted to quit smoking. I also drank quite a bit, almost every single day. I would drink some wine, and I tried to justify to myself that it's okay, it's just wine. I'm not getting so drunk that I couldn't handle, my fears that I was getting violent or anything like that. But it was definitely inhibiting me from taking a greater hold on my life and keeping me just in this slump of comfort and not truly growing into my capabilities, to my potential, keeping me at a lull. And I wanted to be able to overcome it, but I was afraid of how I would handle my anxiety, how I would handle my fears, how I would handle being able to relax without anything. Oh, I also smoked weed. And so for many years, I had relied on those things to help me to handle the stresses of day to day. And I was quite an advocate for smoking weed. And I believe that it has its place, that everything does, but that there's a certain extent where, just like crutches, have their place. They could be good and helpful and help you heal to a certain extent, but if you keep using them past the point, a certain point, then they will just atrophy your muscles and you'll miss the opportunity to grow your strength. And the hardest thing that I had a time with overcoming was smoking cigarettes. It seemed like it was so hard for me because it seemed, it's like it's legal and you can get them anywhere and people will just hand them out to you, especially when you're trying to quit. And so I was trying to find my motivation when it was so easy for me to just find reasons to justify why it was okay. I was trying to find a reason that would strengthen me, and I realized that if I couldn't quit, my Nana smoked up until her death, and so did my grandpa. And if I didn't quit, how could I expect my children to find the strength? Or anybody else, it's like anything in our life, if we would expect or hope that somebody else in our life would have the strength, find the strength to overcome something, then the greatest gift that we can give to them to overcome is our doing it first. I realized that I wanted them, if I'm sure that they'll have things in their life that they'll be attached to, addicted to, and feel overwhelmed by. And I realized that the greatest way to motivate myself was to give that gift to my children, which could one day affect their children. And it just kind of overflows into the other people of our life, that you don't even have to speak about it, but just that overcoming. You could find the strength to do it because you want your loved ones to be able to do it as well. And you could be that example to them that it's possible. that could be a reason why you overcome anything in your life, is because when they're faced with that same hardship, any hardship, they'll know that it's possible to overcome it because you did as well. And I just wanted to leave that with you today. And much blessings to you in your overcoming. Much love always.